Welcome to Discover La Jolla, where we shine a light on the jewel of San Diego, La Jolla, California. I'm here with Nancy and Brian O'Donnell, and they're from Manhattan of La Jolla. So they're the owners and operators, and we would love to learn a little bit more about the history of the restaurant.
Great. So
Go ahead.
okay. The restaurant's been there for 38 years. We've been there 15 years. It started off with P.J. Macaluso and William Wolfe. And then 15 years ago, Brian was their attorney, and they were going to close. And Brian asked me if I wanted to get into the restaurant business again. And I had been in the business when I was in my early 20s. And I said, why not? And the kids were all grown. And so we came in and remodeled it. And it's been, ever since that, it's been a history.
So that was be 16 years ago in January.
Wow. And having such a long-standing restaurant in the community, what do you find that your patrons and your guests, what do they love about Manhattan?
It's like a second home to them. We have a lot of locals. We have people that will have certain booths that they like to sit in. My two hostesses know exactly where they want to sit. They come a lot. It's a second home. They feel like family when they come in. I've been called Cheers of La Jolla. Because everybody knows everybody who's been coming in. Yeah.
I like that. It's definitely like you said, it's a little community hub, and it's nice to have that in these days because not a lot of people really go to those spots regularly, or there's so many restaurants popping up where it's nice to have those familiar faces. And obviously the food is probably one of the reasons why people come back. So what type of food is on the menu, and what can someone experience if they're coming to the restaurant?
Well, it's Italian steakhouse, and so the food's your traditional Italian dishes, and we're known for our steaks, and people have used that same menu. I mean, the menu has not changed over the years, just slightly, a few things. We also have tableside Caesar salads and tableside desserts and steak flambe, which is a big show, when the fire starts at your table, type of thing. And we've won the best steak in La Jolla award for several years, and the best martini, which is from our bar, which is a classic cocktail bar.
And we're especially known for our Caesar salads. Then they make them tableside, and we used to do spinach salad tableside, and we're actually thinking about bringing that back. Because when you start making the spinach salad, you are cooking the bacon and the vinegar, and you can just smell, the whole room smells up. And so everybody's asking, what's that? What's that? And everybody wants to order it. And so people really love the tableside.
And do you do any events at the restaurant throughout the year, whether it's live music or hosting different parties, or can people rent out the space as well?
Oh, absolutely. Well, we have music 6 nights a week. We're closed on Mondays. We have jazz trio on Wednesdays. We have a jazz pianist playing on Sundays and Tuesdays, and Tad Sisler plays Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's more contemporary. It's on those days you can even sit at the piano and have dinner, which is a lot of fun because it has a special top on the piano.
Fun! I
so
like
we have
that.
people who love to sit there. We have a garden room so we can do private parties upstairs. It's on the second floor of the hotel, or you can buy out the restaurant, and we have people do that. Tonight we have someone who bought the entire restaurant out. So we can do private parties. It's a lot of fun, especially during the holidays.
Right. I was going to ask, too, if you have anything fun planned out for the holidays, whether it's certain events that you're hosting or just certain menu items or different cocktails, anything like that.
Well, we have a number of parties that, as Nancy said, on the second floor, and then some on the buyout of the entire restaurant. And then we have Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. And Nancy will explain Christmas Eve to you. It's quite a story.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve's our second busiest night of the year. We have families that will repeatedly come in every year, and usually when they're walking out the door, they'll make reservations for the next year.
Oh, I love that. It makes it like a La Jolla tradition for them.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. They go to church, and then they'll come over, and it's a lot of fun. New Year's Eve, we usually have 2 seatings. We have the first seating, it will be a regular menu, and then at 8 o'clock we'll do the second seating. And everybody stays till after midnight, and we have music, and there's balloons all over the restaurant. We have a set menu, and it's a lot of fun. It's exciting because people get up and they dance, and the music, and then we have special menu items that we would not normally have. We have special desserts, and it's fun.
Yeah, well, especially when people get dressed up, and definitely brings a different atmosphere to the restaurant, and it probably makes for a special memory for them and for you over the years too. And being in La Jolla for so long and owning the restaurant, what is your favorite memory of La Jolla, or your favorite part about being a business owner in La Jolla?
For me, it's to see the different generations come to the restaurant. You see them graduating from high school, and they have their high school graduation party, and then the next thing you know, they're graduating from college, and then turn around, they're married, and they're having their own children. So it's really nice to see how everybody's grown and to be part of that, to see the families.
And I've lived in La Jolla since the 50s, so I've seen all of the changes, which, has been quite an evolution of the village.
Wonderful. Well, if someone is watching this and they want to make a reservation, check out the restaurant, come take a visit, what's the best way for them to get in touch?
Or they can call us directly at the restaurant, which is 858-459-0700. They can make reservations through Open Table. They can make reservations directly through our website, which is manhattanoflajolla.com. Some people will even have my cell phone, and they'll text me, or they'll text Brian, and they'll ask to make a reservation.
I love that. Definitely that family-friendly environment.
Yes.
Everyone's kind of welcome.
And they can always just walk in as well, and see if there's an opening.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing about the history of the restaurant, your involvement with the community. And if you're watching that, or if you're watching this episode, be sure to check out Manhattan of La Jolla. Thank you so much for coming in today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. Yes.